Well, darling, how do I look? Stunning as always? Then why so aggressive? Snarl and rage as much as you'd like. There's nothing you can do about it. Strapped to the wall like a modern-day messiah. Or in your case, I would say more like a criminal. Do you recall how we met? You visited me in my home. Yes, with the intent to arrest me. And here we are. You are incarcerated, in perfect isolation, at Dominion City's maximum security. And it is now I who visits you. There is no denying it, Kitty. You were responsible for the death of the Noir clan. And you were responsible for releasing the neurotoxin into Dominion City. And by doing so, releasing the neurovirus, the neurotoxin. You were responsible for the global atmospheric cleansing that now shapes the world in accordance to our ancient prophecies. Yes, you have ushered the dawn of a new age. Since your relocation to this establishment, my sisterhood has made quite significant progress. Within 3 days, the neurovirus has spread nationwide. Within 7, it was taking effect within Europe. And now 3 months later, well, you shall see for yourself. Of course you had no idea it would happen this way. They say ignorance is bliss. However, in truth, I am the bliss that your ignorance has desperately craved. Long before your career in, yes, within law enforcement. I'm glad you agree. Not that you were ever in any position to deny me or my power. So tell me, slave, have you missed me? Have you missed your mistress Morel? I knew you would. And they always do. That's why I had Governess Bellatrix keep you safe from detection. If the police discover that you were the one to release the neurovirus, then you would have been inevitably incarcerated with the rest of those who you had arrested previously before you were my property. And we all know how the guilty will hold grudges. You should be thanking me for having you hooded before you arrived here. Governess Frost, Scarlet, and I are the only ones who know who you really are. As far as the convicts that reside here as well, you're just a similar psycho freak that has been transferred here from the asylum. And besides, now that Scarlet has been utilizing them as test subjects, well, they are nothing more than samples of our continued progress. And there's no need for you to worry, slave. Scarlet has pumping the neurovirus through the air. So even if your hood was to be removed, they wouldn't even recognize themselves, really. Let alone the cop that sent them here in the first place. Now, I have some good news for you, my dear Kitty. As part of my agreement with Bellatrix and the ladies of the temple, you are to be released today. And as part of the deal, Johnny Braga shall be, let's say, moving into your cell instead. Josh Marsha Kovacs has sentenced him to 50 years for narcotic trafficking and murder. Yes, of several high-ranking federal agents, shall we say. And with Johnny Braga's life now in the hands of them, yes, in the hands of the Temple, Baroness Roth, Lady Felna, and Susie Chen, they all will be free to dominate Dominion City. Which part? The criminal underworld, obviously. And they'll be able to do without obstruction for once, finally. A simple trade in the spirit of progress, shall we say. There was a time when witches were imprisoned and sentenced to be hung, to be set ablaze, or to be drowned. And now that the ladies of the Temple own Dominion Prison of all things, the Memorial Hospital as well, is what I meant to say. True justice will finally be served well. Petra and Keka Minx will be escorting Johnny Braga from the holding cells. Exactly, the ones beneath the court. And once they arrive, they shall transport you to Mistress Malik's estate, and I shall at last collect you. Once you have completed a little task I have set for you. Come now, my dear slave. You didn't think I would be relinquishing ownership of you, That will never, ever happen. Even in the event of your death, you shall remain as mine. Even in the underworld, the only heaven you will know is the hell I permit you to suffer. In the meantime, while Bellatrix awaits Johnny's arrival, I thought you would like this opportunity to show me how much you have missed me. Scarlet told me how difficult you've been, and as for Bellatrix, well, I knew you would be hesitant. That is why I requested she intensified your rehabilitation. And judging by your physique, I would say you obviously have benefit from your cruel methods. And now that I have my gloved hands smoothing your firm, muscular flesh, I think what you want to do is repent and apologize for your disobedient behavior. Yes, in response to my bride and my sister. Yes, well, words are sweet, but you have something far sweeter for me, don't you? Foolish slave. You think because I'm wearing these beautiful gloves that I can't feel that delicious black wine coursing through your veins, pulsing and pumping through those sweet veins of yours. Even your heart beats like a battle drum, desperate for me to attack. Unfortunately for you, while you have been otherwise detained at Governess Frost's pleasure, I have had Scarlet watch you during your treatment, to enjoy that delicious black wine. Yes, she wanted a taste. So, she also bottled your blood as well. So, while you have been suffering, unable to ease your hunger from my kiss, I have been able to enjoy that same black wine while entertaining guests. You can beg me all you want, slave, but for now, I think I shall enjoy this cigar and watch as your addiction, yes, to my blood kiss grip you even tighter, drive you into deeper submission. This task I have set for you requires you to demonstrate a more savage approach. A wild and untamed edge is necessary. It is the perfect attitude to complete this mission. Now that the neurovirus is at full strength, it has claimed many high-profile figures across the globe, many of which are now in quarantine in Mistress Malik's abode. Politicians, economists, celebrities, people of social influence have all suffered greatly. Yes, while under the infection, including President Nelson himself. Due to his ill health, his beloved daughter, Anashka, has... As vice president, she is acting as this country's political leader in his absence. Yes. An honors graduate from the Roth Academy for Girls. She graduated in high regards in seduction, blackmail, entrapment, and espionage. Her continued support has enabled Tyra Vox's, influence. Yes, her influence to become the leading cabinet, to replace him, and now it's imperative that we aid Anashka at this critical stage. What do I want you to do? It has been reported that Anashka is taking her father to meet with Evangeline Malik this weekend in a bid to be the first to be injected with a potential vaccine. Yes. Anashka will be meeting with her mistress. However, President Nilsson will not be attending. Vice President Nilsson's security team are... let's see. Yes, Lady Servalin's most successful daughters, and so you will have access to his presidential retreat. Yes. See, you understand. Once you gain entry, you shall head to his room, and you shall inject him with an advanced dose of the neurovirus. Lady Servalin's team will relocate him to Gorgon Laboratories for advanced testing, and you shall accompany Anashka to Mistress Malik's. She will be disguised as President Nilsson. The press will not be permitted access, and Anashka will... she will post any developments online via social media. Naturally, Tyra Vox will share her support publicly, sending her best wishes for Anashka's father to recover, and in return, in doing so, she will increase her public profile substantially. You shall remain there for approximately 2 weeks. Yes, you will act as the president and once your recovery is complete, the vaccine will undergo mass production immediately. Slave, you insult me with your stupidity. There is no vaccine. In fact, the chemical in question is a highly advanced form of the virus, and once in circulation, it will be merely a matter of days before the sisterhood and I assume our rightful place as the true power in this world. And you, my dear, are going to make that happen. How does it feel, slave, to be in such a privileged position? Arousing, perhaps? You should realize, once you've removed this last obstacle, yes, not only shall... Oh, you know, Mistress Malik will be... Yes, will be the High Priestess, and Baroness Roth will lead the economy. And, well... Oh, you know that as well. Well, for Tyra, I think you already know. She will get reward for her continued devotion. She shall lead our global government as Supreme Chancellor. I can see you're eager to please me, slave. But you shall have your opportunity to do whilst President Nelson is no longer an issue. Prepare for the forthcoming, my dear. They do not. Of course, they don't expect rebellion. But, my dear Kitty, you see, we expect it so much. We expect civil unrest. However, what they do not expect is Supreme Commandant Servalin and her daughters of Dominion. The daughters shall provide a military and police presence, globally enabling us to crush any uprising before it even begins. Petra and Keka shall be here shortly. So, my dear, darling slave, it's time. Yes, you know what to do. It's time to thank me, slave. It's been a while since you felt the power of my body pressed against you. I can feel your heart racing, your pulse quickening. So come, slave, kiss me. That's right. Kiss me. Enough. Now hold still. It's time to quench my thirst. Delicious. Sleep now, slave, and by the time you awake, Petra and Keka shall be locking you in position at the house of Malik. In preparation, of course, for my arrival, and as you sleep, you should dream of me, of my pleasure, my satisfaction, and my supremacy. Sleep well. I expect great things from you, my dear feline slave.